Good morning, everybody. Wishing you all a Shavua Tov, a wonderful week, and hope you'll join us this morning at 10 o'clock. We have a wonderful, wonderful speaker in our Israeli Distinguished Speaker Series. Her name is Nitzana Leitner, and she's an incredibly powerful woman who is doing amazing things, very important work for the Jewish people, not just in Israel, but around the world. So join us at 10 o'clock. And we're talking about our spiritual journey. And we've identified a diagnosis that we call spiritual deficiency syndrome, which means a person is not feeling satisfied and they feel discontent and they don't know why. And the answer is because they're not nurturing the spiritual side of themselves. And the truth is, in life, we have a lot of outside stressors, and we tend to blame those outside stressors for our unhappiness. So we might have stress at work. We might have financial uncertainty, like what's going on right now. There might be issues at home, in our marriages, or with our children. And we tend to think that the reason for our unhappiness has more to do with those external factors than the internal world and the lack of spirituality and nurturing of our spiritual selves. But the truth is that as Jews, we have to look inside for our happiness and not look outside. It reminds me of a story, great story. I'll share it with you. Many years ago, my father and my brother and I, we were in the city of Krakow. And in the city of Krakow, there is a beautiful synagogue there. They call it the Isaac's Shul. And the reason why it's called the Isaac Shul is because it was built by a wealthy man in Krakow whose name was Isaacs. How did he become wealthy? It's a famous story. And he basically was having this dream. Every night he kept having this dream. And in the dream, he saw that there was a large sum of money buried under the Charles Bridge in Prague. And finally, after he had this dream repetitively, he decided to travel to Prague and to go find his fortune. He got there only to find that this bridge was heavily guarded. So he waited a night, 2 nights, and he saw that every night this bridge was guarded. And he decided he was going to have to go on his own and at night and take his chances. So he went in the middle of the night and he started digging by the bridge, and he got stopped by one of the guards. And this guard comes out and says, "What are you doing here?" And this Jew says, he starts fumbling and he says, "Jew, what are you doing here? Tell me right now or I'm going to have you arrested." So he says, "Okay, I'll tell you, I'll be honest. Every night I have this recurring dream that there's this large fortune buried under this bridge, and I finally decided I had to come and dig it up." So this guard says, "You fool, you foolish Jew, you follow your dreams. Don't you know that if I follow my dreams, I have this recurring dream every night that there is a great fortune buried under the house of a man named Isaacs in Krakow. You think I'm going to travel all the way to Krakow to go look for my treasure there?" And at that point, Mr. Isaacs realized what was going on, why he had to come to Prague. He turned around quickly, went back to his house in Krakow, dug underneath one of the corners of his house, and there he found a tremendous fortune and built the Isaac's Shul. I don't know if this story is true. It could very well be apocryphal, but it's a great story. And the message of the story is the message that I'm trying to teach today, which is that the treasure, the real treasure, the treasure to our happiness is buried within us. It's not outside, it's only within. And if we dig within ourselves, we'll find our true happiness and our true spiritual connection. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you at 10 o'clock.